Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is really cold here at the moment. I don't know if any of you have heard, but here in the UK we've been hit by quite a big snowstorm, and I live in Cornwall, and yeah, it's been pretty bad here for like only a couple of days, nothing serious, but like it's all the ice and everything, so it's really snowy here. I actually got snowed in for a whole day, which is lovely. But yeah, so it's a little bit dark and dull in here, so I do apologise. I'm wrapped up nice and warm, as you can see, and today I will be talking to you about the Champneys cleansing brush. Now before we get into this, I'm going to go through a few skincare thingies as well that I've picked up, which is part of the NipFab range. I'm just going to go through magical mysteries of those before we hit this. I've got quite a lot to talk about to you today, so let's just get into it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is this one here. This is the NipFab Viper Venom Micro Blur. It's like a primer. £19.95. I would not pay that for this. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I would not pay £19.95 for this. I got it for £7.99 in good old TK Maxx. It's very good. It is a very good product, I'm not going to lie. It's very good. Though, again, well, I don't know, for £19.95, like, you get, what is it? 1.4 fluid ounces, so 40 milliliters, yeah, in here, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you don't really use much of it anyway. So, and it smells okay as well. It's not really like a big smell. I like the packaging. It's very simple. But yeah, so $7.99. It's meant to be a primer for your makeup. Now, with this one here, definitely magical. It did make my skin and pores sort of like look really smooth. It sort of brightened it a little bit. There's no brightener in here, I don't think, but it just made it look smoother. Got fluff on my nose. It did make it look smoother. It did minimise the look of pores. Obviously it didn't minimise the pores, but it did minimise the look of them. And I think when I was using any sort of makeup, foundations and things like that, it didn't sort of snatch it. It did work very well with it. So I do really like this. I really do. I don't believe it's cruelty free though. Let me just check that. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry. So yeah. So Nip and Fab are cruelty free, and the company does not test any of their products or ingredients on animals. Sorry, they are cruelty free. All products are vegan friendly except the following: mascara, liquid lipstick, primer water, eyeshadow palette sculpture, stiletto fix, bee sting fix repairing shot, body souffle, lifting mask, fix eye, toning pads, cream products. There's quite a few things there that are not vegan friendly, but the rest of it is. So this is vegan friendly, which is kind of weird because I'm used to seeing like the little bunny rabbit on there for cruelty free and things, and that's not actually on the packaging, so I found that really weird that it didn't show the little cruelty free bunny rabbit, so that's a bit odd. But yeah, this I really do like. Definitely recommend it. Would not pay $19.95 for it though, so sorry about that, but still a magical product. So the next one I'm going to get onto as well, which I've been using with the facial cleansing brush, is this one here. Now this is NipFab Soften. It's like it's a moisturiser for dry skin. It's got kale in it. It's got a couple of other bits in it as well. But this one here I paid $4.99. Again, £19.95. I got it for $4.95. So yeah, this one here is Kale Fix Moisture. Very good. 50 milliliters, which is 1.7 fluid ounces, and I have been loving it. This is probably, out of all the moisturisers I've actually got or had, this has to be my favourite one, because when I use it, I put it on, it's not oily on the skin, it doesn't sort of stay on there, my skin actually just sucks it up and just drinks it. It's brilliant. So I do really love it. I've had these since like before Christmas, I think, as well. So it comes in this neat little packaging, very straightforward, very simple. Again, I really like that. You only need one pump of this stuff as well, and it goes a long way. So I've really been enjoying it. Cruelty free and everything, but no bunny rabbit on the box. I don't know if that's like something you have to have on these. Maybe you don't. But obviously it says on their website what I read out to you. But yeah, no bunny rabbit or anything saying cruelty free and that. So yeah, the smell of it as well You might not like the smell of it. Like, the smell is kale-y. So there is a definite smell to it. You may or may not like it. To begin with, I was like, whoa, that's a bit of a weird smell. But when you use it in things, actually you get past it, it's not a big deal. Would I pay the full amount for it though? $19.95. In all fairness, because of how much I love this product and I know it works better than any moisturiser I've actually had or used before, I would actually pay $19.95 for this. I'm glad I didn't, because I was only trying it, and it's one of the things that, like, you don't really want to pay the full price for it if you're trying it and you think, oh my god, I've spent like 20 quid and I hate this. Like, it just sucks when that happens. So I'm glad I paid $4.99 for it from TK Maxx. But if it runs out, I will probably pay 20 quid for it, because this has lasted me ages. You don't need a huge amount of it. Let me just read what's on the front here as well, sorry. I'm like all over the place today, sorry. So, skin softening moisturiser for dry skin with superfoods, kale, watercress. So yeah, doesn't seem to be like a huge amount of stuff in it. Very healthy, but I do love it. I really, really do. It's really changed my skin. It's absolutely amazing, like, what it's actually done to my skin. It's just made it softer, smoother, brighter. It just overall has really helped my skin, especially through the winter time. So I do like that. The only thing that I find a bit strange is that it hasn't got SPF in it, and quite a few of them tend to have it. So daily moisturiser, I don't use it daily. To help soften, comfort dry skin, a superfood powerhouse of kale, watercress, almond oil, enriched skin with deep nourishment, plus protects against external aggression that can cause dry skin, whilst concentrated aloe vera shea butter helps soothe skin, improve texture. That has worked throughout the winter time, which is brilliant. Kale extract is rich in vitamin A, C plus K to help reinvigorate skin. I can't read it through the security thing. Watercress extract helps skin retain maximum softness and elasticity. Aloe vera gently nourishes and rejuvenates skin. Cucumber soothes, refreshes dry skin. Directions apply to cleanse skin day and night. So yeah, that's like the gist of it. But yeah, no SPF, which I found a bit strange. And for 20 quid, I would really want like the SPF side in there as well. But like I said, it's really, really good. I've loved it. Something more recent than those two I picked up again from the NipFab range from TK Maxx is usually $9.99. I got for $2.99. This is not a sponsored video. I keep saying TK Maxx and NipFab and that, just let you know, not sponsored. I don't do that. But yeah, so $9.99. This is $2.99. This is a bit of fun actually. I saw it and I was like, do I really want to do this? I don't really get my legs out really, but I figured, well, let's give it a go. And this is NipFab Body Shimmer Leg Fix Golden Hydra Cream Moisturiser for luminous legs with rose ginger fragrance. This is really nice. The smell is lovely. You can really smell the ginger, it's lovely. And it's quite a funny little thing too. So literally you do your legs in the shower, whatever, dry them off. You put this on afterwards. The moisturising side is phenomenal. Love the moisturising side. The shimmer bit is really odd. It's like they've actually got little gold, tiny gold flecks. Like it comes out kind of like that colour. I don't know if you can, it almost reminds you of like a self-tan moisturising colour. So it almost comes out like what a moisturising self-tan would sort of look like, that kind of colour. But there are like little gold flecky bits in it. This is when a professional ring light or lighting would help in here, because you probably won't see this. But it's lovely stuff, really, really lovely. Oh, I love the smell. And it basically makes your legs have that like model shine that you see in pictures when they've got lovely smooth legs and it's all shiny and stuff. So it gives it that shine. It's almost like a highlighter for your legs. But yeah, it's really, really fun. I absolutely love it. I love the smell. The smell is absolutely fantastic. So for the summertime, I will probably be diving into this one quite a bit more. But at the moment, yeah, I've used it once and I absolutely loved it. So really happy with those. All of those definitely magical products, 100%. Love them all. Now, let's get into the Champneys brush. Right, so the bit that you've all come here for originally was this Champneys brush. So I've got notes in front of me I will be reading out as I go. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the company. So Champneys started out 91 years ago, so they started in 1925. They were a spa-based company, UK originally, to do with health resorts. They have a passion for well-being. And in their statement, they say, we create moments of calm. It's what we do best. Really? Because when you produce this, I don't think you were thinking about keeping people calm, because I swear to you, I was not a calm person when all I wanted to do was purchase brush heads. We're going to get into that in a minute. So, what you get is the facial cleansing brush itself. So it's really cute, very palm size, really like it. There is literally just one button and it has 2 settings. You've got the first setting, which is really gentle for your skin. And then the second setting, which is just a little bit more of a buffer, really to get in there. So, you also get the brush heads. Now, the whole package was actually £35 around Christmas. January sales when I picked it up. I got it for £17.50. With it, you get a travel case, which is this. Really nice travel case. Really lovely, quite big. Okay, so you get that. Doesn't say Champneys or anything on it, which I find a bit strange that they didn't maybe put a Champneys logo on this. They haven't put Champneys on the handset, except from like on the writing on the back there. That's the only place that they got Champneys, but okay. You then get 2 soft, I think they're called polishing heads, which are these here. These heads are super soft. These brushes are lovely. They're very dense, but they're so soft. So using these on your skin is really lovely. So you get 2 of those, and then you also get 2 slightly harder ones, which I think are like scrubbing heads. And this is what I've been using since I have it. I haven't changed these heads to the softer ones. I've always used these scrubbing ones. These ones are a little bit more, they are a little bit harder, but it's not scratchy or anything like that. These are really good heads. The heads that they've produced with these, I think, are fantastic. I absolutely love them. You also need to have 2 AA batteries, which are not included, to go into the handset. And you're pretty much away. Okay, that is it. I have been using this in conjunction with my number 7 Beautiful Skin Foaming Cleanser, which I think I've had before Christmas. I mentioned it in a previous video at some point, just so that you all know. You can see how much of that I've used. Again, 1 pump does your whole face. I've been using it in conjunction with this. So yeah, overall, really good experience. Absolutely loved it. The overall thing of this is it's a magical product. Do not get me wrong. This is a magical product for the price and everything. When you've got the Clarisonic and like the Boots number 7 one and all that, the price of this was fantastic. That's why I bought it. Magical product overall. Now let's get into the misery side of it, because there is quite a big chunk of miserable bit here where, I mean, I work in retail, and if things get confusing and things like that for the customer, it can get real like annoying. So let's just get into that right now. So the misery bit is that this here is supposed to just pull off, like you're supposed to just pull the heads off. I cannot get these heads off. You should be able to just pull them off. Now it's wiggled around there. It's pretty tough to get the heads off. Durable but tough. If you are of maybe an older age group, maybe you're more senior, is that the polite way of putting it? You know, and maybe you have arthritis even, you are not going to get these off easily, okay? To pull these off, it is tough. So if you're an older person, you will have a difficulty getting these off. I'm not being horrible, it's the truth. If I was, say, in my 80s and I wanted one, there's no way I'd get this off. I know when I'm 80 something, I ain't going to be pulling these apart, okay? It's just not going to happen. So to put it back on, it's literally this little pin, and you put the hole into the pin and it clicks back in. I'm not going to do that yet because I have something to show you. So you just push it straight back on. That's how you do it. So I figured I fancied getting some more brush heads because I love it so much, and I don't want to like ever have to like buy a new one for any reason. I just want to keep using this one until maybe it dies or something, you know. So I figured I'd get some more brush heads. In the thing it comes with this booklet here. So it tells you it's Champneys and things, gives you the warnings, the warranties, the disposals of blah 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 blah. It tells you all the stuff inside, the usual stuff. It then says, right, here it is. So where it says directions for use, okay, so we're on this page here, right? Right here, it says replacing the brush head. And then it goes through saying, dependent on use, we recommend that you replace your brush head every 3 to 4 months to ensure the brush's performance is maintained. Replacement brush heads are available to purchase on boots.com. Right? So, I went to boots.com and I typed in Champneys. And this was a few weeks after I purchased this, so they obviously didn't have any for sale then. Didn't find this come up at all anywhere on Boots. And the only Champneys thing that came up was their usual spa stuff, because they're very spa based. So it was things like bath salts and moisturisers and lotion, that sort of thing. And the only brush head thing that came up was like a manual scrubbing one where you held it in your hand and you scrubbed your face. That's the only brush that came up for Champneys. So I was a bit confused because I thought, well, it says on the brochure that they should provide them this, that and the other. So I emailed Champneys and I said, I've looked on your website as well and I can't find the brushes or the brush heads. Like on their website, they didn't do any electrical products at all. It was purely spa days and where you can go for your spa days and purchasing like at-home spa kits where it was like the lotions and that sort of thing. There was no electrical things, no, even in the gift section, there was no gift bundles and packages with this stuff in. So I emailed them and I said, look, I purchased this from Boots. I really just want 2 more brush heads because I absolutely love it. Where do I go? Boots don't have it on their website like you say that they're going to. What do I do? So this person emailed me back and said, I'm going to forward this on to Boots, to their service team or whatever it was, and they'll get back to you. I waited 2 to 3 weeks. I had nothing from Boots. I thought, well, I'm not going to chase up Champneys because, you know, I could just cut out the middleman and just go to Boots. So I went into Boots in Truro and I took this with me and I was like, I want to get heads for this. It's a Champneys product. I took the leaflet with me and I said, like, it says here Boots would do it. The girl in there was kind of helpful to a point, but even she was like looking at me and say like, I don't think you know what you're doing. And I was like, huh. So I was like, look, I've emailed them, I've looked on your website, I've looked on their website, there is nothing anywhere. So then she looked on the website like I couldn't do it myself or something. So she looked on the Boots website and she was like, oh my god, this is so weird, like there's nothing on here. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you, but yet you're supposed to provide the stuff for it. And she found it weird that Champneys had done that, and like it was just a bit annoying. This was the miserable bit of this. It was just a bit annoying that no one could tell me where I just wanted to get extra brush heads. Just this is all I wanted. I am willing to part with my money to get just these brush heads. No one could help me. No one could just take my money from me for the brush heads, right? So I was just finding it a bit strange. And in the end, I said to her, okay, so what brush heads do you have? And she said, well, I doubt that they'll fit, but me being me, I'm like, I'm going to try it anyway, because if I've got one of these and anyone else is out there has got one of these, you know, maybe this video will help you, because this was damn annoying for me to try and get through. So I said, right, let's try the number 7 ones. So here we have number 7 brush heads, pack of 2, $7.99 I think for the 2 of them, something like that. And I'll be honest, these are not as nice as the Champney ones. Let's pop these out a second. You do get, I think they kind of feel slightly different, if not the same. Actually, these just feel kind of like similar to both. Like there's no like difference between these from what I can tell. So these are both quite, I say they're more like the scrubbing head ones. They're certainly not. Yeah, they're more on the density of like the scrubbing ones than the polishing ones. There is quite a difference in the size. Like if you see that, the size is quite different. So yeah, very, very different overall. However, when I popped them out, look at the back. Straight away I was like, that is the same hole. So I'm thinking maybe it'll fit. This girl thought I was a bit crazy and I was like, no, I reckon yours are the ones that are supposed to fit on this. And she said to me, yeah, but why wouldn't they just say, like, why would they produce a Champneys item where it's going to be a Boots brush head that fits? And I was like, I know, right? But let's just say that's what it's for. Who knows? And I kid you not, like that fits on there just the same as the Champneys one. So if I just pop it on. These are so not easy to get on and off. So there, fits just the same. It's a bit bigger like this is, but yeah. Easy to take off as well. Crazy, 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 crazy. Did not understand it, but yeah. So if you do want to get one of these, I would recommend it, but the only problem is getting the extra heads for the Champneys ones. From what I can see, Champneys bring out one every year, so grab one, but the only problem is I don't like these number 7 brush heads as much as I like the Champneys ones. They just seem nicer to skin, like they're rough, it's like they're rough enough, you know, whereas these just, I mean on the skin, yeah, I reckon that's going to irritate my skin after a while. I just think it's going to irritate my skin after a while. But this, like, so smooth and soft, and yet does scrub. So, yeah, we'll see about that, because I haven't used the number 7 heads yet. I was just getting them just to play about with and see what they were like. But yeah, completely baffled everybody I spoke to, and I just found it really, really strange. So, definitely recommend it. Magical product, love it to bits. But just getting the heads, absolute nightmare. Just crazy, chaotic moment where nobody knew where that they were going to get them from. And for Champneys to say, oh, Boots.com, Champneys should be producing them for Boots.com or something, I don't know, but it just was a bit strange that no one could help me, you know. So with this as well, I do not use it every day. I was using it every day, and now I use it as and when like my skin feels it. So like, I don't know, it's difficult to explain. I tend to go by how my skin feels and looks. So if I feel like I'm having a good skin day, it's cool. I won't use something like this. I will use this, but maybe like with my hands. If I feel like it's just looking a bit greasy or a little bit cloggy in places, that kind of thing, it's not looking very balanced or happy, then I will use this. I will use this in the evening, and I will go to bed with moisturiser on. The next day I'll also put moisturiser on, but I won't use this. Like, I use this maybe like 3 to 4 times a week now. So it just like rests the skin in between then as well. So yeah, I don't use it all the time. The other thing with this as well though is if you want to buy this exact one, good luck finding it. I can't find this anywhere, which is why I think that they reproduce like different ones every year. I don't think they bring out the same ones every single year. So good luck finding it. And good luck finding it for the price as well, because I googled this and it showed up on eBay and Amazon only. When I went to the Amazon one, it was there for £15 from 2 sellers, not directly from Champneys. It says Champneys, but then it says from 2 sellers, and then so it's like not directly from Champneys at all, it's from 2 different sellers. One was at £15 plus £4.48 for UK delivery. The other one was free delivery at £55.99, and you were only getting what I showed you that you got. Like, that is it for £55.99. They didn't even charge that much originally. It was 35 quid, so I don't know where they're getting that price from. If you click on Champneys as well on Amazon, it's not listed in the Champneys Amazon list. So even though it says Champneys and it's there, the picture of it, it's not even listed in theirs. eBay, there are quite a few. They're all at different prices. But still, neither of these do the extra heads, or from what I could see, from what I could find anywhere, I couldn't find the extra brush heads anywhere. It was constantly just a bundle. I couldn't see these anywhere. So, but if anybody is watching this and happens to know that I can get the extra head somewhere, please let me know down below, because it would be lovely. But yeah, that is basically my overall for the Champneys brush head. Really good product, really love it. Just the brush head scenario, absolutely crazy. So would I buy this again? I would. I definitely would. Oh, just the brush head thing really has irritated me. You get quite a few in there, to be fair. They'll last a long time, but that's the only thing that irritates me. Is it a magical product overall? Yes. Yes, it is. Definitely a magical product. Didn't think it would be. I thought it's going to tear my skin up. It's going to just wreck my face, but actually, really good. Everyone's skin is different though, so this might not be for you, but I would suggest trying out one of the like electrical facial brushes, because they do work pretty good actually. Yeah, I'm very happy with the outcome. And come back next week when I tell you about these. So don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to check out my last video. Come back next week and I'll be telling you about these. These are lip plumpers, which ones have been magical, which ones have been miserable, and if they have actually worked. And also I might tell you how I get bigger lips naturally, which is a little bit of work, but the payoff is so much better than having to get lip injections like that. So yeah, if you don't like needles, come back next week and I will tell you all about these. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to check out my last video. I'll see you next Monday. Bye!